Oh wait, my audio isn't working. Love when that. Things look a little different. Hard to sort. Oh, you need to hang out. Mining lad, thanks for the T1. Hype. Here's my beautiful binder. My objects. We're gonna introduce some new objects I got from a collector booster box into my objects. So we're gonna check the prices of things and put them into my binder, digitally and in the binder. Binder is currently $1,121. I should probably start selling stuff. We have Kirill first, borderless foil. Kirill worth anything. And not like in a Morcant kind of way. Okay, it's like about $3 when foil and borderless. Printing. The Sinister Gnarlback. Springleaf Parade. $5. Wow. And it's the borderless one. I was thinking about putting this in Farrakha because it makes stuff tap for mana. But then I realized I cut like Cryptolithrite from that deck. And honestly, I don't know if I need it anymore. Like I don't even have Kahira in not Kahira, sorry. Oh, why am I blanking on her name? Druid from Baldur's Gate. Jaheira. I had Jaheira and I cut her. And I honestly like that cut a lot. So I don't know if I'm gonna add another Cryptolithrite to Farrakha. Because I think I have enough. I have the Elk and then I have the Insidious Roots. And honestly, what do you need more of? Not Catilda. Oh, here's Grub, Storied Matriarch. And we'll get to deck reviews later. It'll probably not be that long until that all starts. So details, Lorwyn Eclipse. Borderless foil is like $4 for Grub. Oh. Like alt art foil. That in. Plug that into the main frame. Well, the main thing with the Elk is you can tutor it up with creature tutors, right? And then it makes a 1-mana of any color, and then it's resilient to removal. Jaheira does none of that. Jaheira just makes them tap for green. She would be better if I had more non-creature based stuff. I don't think the Sig is worth anything, even the alt art. That's what I'm locking in. Holy shit, Sig Cutthroat is like $7. Yeah, it's like 71 cents. Perfect Morcant borderless. If I remember right, this is actually worth something. Like $5. Damn, she's a 4/4? I thought she was a 3/4. Holy fuck, this card's insane. I'm so mad because I drafted Lorwyn recently. That's what this box is, and that's what we're gonna go through a little bit later. I drafted like a pretty okay Elves deck. I would call it 6 out of 10. If it was Morcant, it would have been like a 9 out of 10. And one of my bastard friends in the draft picked Morcant. Evil man. Picked my Morcant. Wasn't even an elves, just like, I don't want to see her. It would have been so good in my deck. Anyway, here's Borderless Deceit. That is a cool 20 bucks right there. Okay, here's foil double-sided steam vents. What's great is since the foiling's on both sides, it doesn't pringle. It's like pretty straight because the foiling's on both sides. Yes, you were, J13. Welcome. Dude, Tristan's command is fucked up because what's hilarious about it is Tristan sucks. I do not think Tristan's a good card. Like even for draft, Tristan's like kind of mid. But his command is fucking like up there with Grubs. Like they're the two best commands easily. Luluin is very good, and I'm so mad that I lost my first pre-release kit. I love losing things, by the way. It's like my defining character trait. Wait, this is gonna go in loot tree. I'm not gonna put this in my binder. How much is it though? Steam vents. Foil steam vent is well, that's that lore when it clips. It's just 25 bucks. Yeah, it's 25 bucks. Oh damn. It's oh no, I was like, damn, the price fell, but no, it's because that's the non-foil price that fell. So excited to put that in loot tree. Foil Wanderwine profits. Foil Wanderwine profits is $30. Yes. Hi, Fox.com. Welcome. Just doing some binder sorting. Did you pull anything good from Lorwyn Eclipse, Fox? Foil Dawn Hand Dissident's worth. Harvest is worth. I don't think Auntie Ool's worth anything. I think Auntie, yeah, like his. The rest of this is kind of bad. Like I don't think the rest of this has any heat in it. Like overall, the collector booster box experience for this one was not the best. But you know, happens, whatever. I did wait, no. Not entirely true. None. Oh, hi. Sorry, you. Thank you for the prime sub. I did pull a foil bitter bloom bearer, and that's an Iara right now. I already put that in the deck. Yeah, like Tristan is like, it's a good body, but the Tristan's effect is really middling. I think in development, what Tristan probably did was unearth elves, but then they gave that ability to Grub and they didn't want to double up. So he's like, let's just make Tristan drain. Let's just make Tristan drain them a little. And not even like really drain them. It's gain 2 life, you lose 2 life. You gain 2 life, you lose 2 life. Like, it's really slow drain. So he's just like this weird like mill engine. Is it bearer normal art or the cutout art? The normal art. Which is honestly preferred. Oh my god, I impaled this card. How densely packed this one. Or Dawn's Light Archer. Okay. So this is the box I use for draft. Thank you, Dragon Shield. Give me free Dragon Shields. I get them like so often now. Code ELK at checkout, everyone. Advertise. Oils. I had some, not in like my deck, but in my prize pack that I got. Stout Arm. Yes, Stout Arm is pretty. It. Oh, it's in his sleeve. I opened a commercial. Worst survey. Fact check me. Is it the worst surveillance? I think it is by a lot. Spell Snare is awful, right? In limited, I think it's definitely not the best. In constructed, it's one of the best counter spells ever printed. It's very strong. I promise, Chad, I'll find this stupid fucking thing eventually. Yeah, Abigail's super cool. She made it into 2 of my cubes. Oh yeah, there's Hollowed Fountain. What are your thoughts on Blight Curse? Oh, is that the one that just like removes a fuckload of counters? That one's like kind of mid. Yeah, the fountain art's really good. I cannot find this fucking commercial. Just probably just set it down somewhere. That's okay. Or maybe it's already in my binder. I don't know. Because I definitely had one commercial dish. I am now the proud owner of 15 million Hollowed Fountain. Like, I have so many. I think I've opened 3 from this set. Wins. That's also. It's still a little bit before noon, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up Farrakha. How many binders do I have? I have this binder. I have my Miku binder. No, I just have the one. I don't like to keep too many cards. If I ever have too many expensive cards, what I do is I sell them. And honestly, I'm getting to that point. Like, I'm about $1,200 of expensive cards in here. So I might just sell them. Miku binder. Did it sound like meat binder? Because that's not what I said. So I need to get Steam Vents into Lutri, which is down here. I'm not going to dip my head below my webcam. The forbidden zone. There we go. How do you go about selling your cards, Elk? Well, join the Discord. And I'll make an announcement whenever I do, and then I ship them out. Yeah, this is my Lutri modern deck. So I'm gonna replace one of the Steam Vents in here with funny. This list is online, by the way, for anyone who wants. But my goal is to make it like as not homogenous as possible. I want to have like some freak shit printings in here. Oh, nice. Yeah, new Doran's really sick. So let's pull up Blue Tree. How many Steam Mints do I run? Just 2? I do just run 2 Steam Mints. Okay, great. So remove 1, switch this printing to the foil Lorwyn Eclipse. Add a Steam. Add Steam Mints are from Guilds of Ravnica. Great, there we go. So now we can cut this Steam Mints. Add this. We want it on bright side or eclipse side. I think side is just fucking harder, no matter what you guys say. I am willing to be convinced that this side's better, but like, let's be real. Like this one's for like maybe a Jeskai deck. This is a Grixis deck, so I'm gonna put it on the Dark Evil. But yeah, I have all like the weird printings of cards in here. Yeah, but no holo stamp looks odd. But it's not a promo. Okay, great. I just need to diversify my Scalding Tarns, which is going to be the biggest project of this. But I have a lot of weird print here. Actually, I'll just turn on my Firefox. So I actually have down here on tags. This is weird art I need to get. It's like over $300 of up, closer to $400 of up. And this is all the weird funny art I need to get for all these cards. So I'm not gonna just like buy these outright. I'm gonna like try and trade them and like stuff, or like get them at vendors at convention. I just don't want to like buy them off TV. All the weird printings I need to get for this deck to make it an utterly fun. Yeah, it's like a Grixis kind of temp deck. I might move it more towards a flash deck by like cutting Corey Steel Cutter and stuff, and then just making it like all instant speed. Also, sorry if I'm being dumb right now, but what's happening right now? I don't know, we're just kind of hanging out. Is that evil and wrong, chat? Sorry, I didn't realize it. Okay, well now I have just like a Steam Vents. Probably gonna use this for modern. I'm probably not gonna. Back of the bind. I've become a lot more wary of trading away lands. Like since I've started playing modern, it's just the most expensive part of the format, and just being able to go like, oh, I have all the Steam Vents I need for this deck is really nice and makes it easier to build a lot of decks. I assume the deck reviews haven't started yet. Yeah, we're gonna do those a little bit later. Like not much later, but like, you know, about 15 minutes later. Like I always keep my land. I never. I don't want to say never. Like that's strong, right? But you eventually. That makes it sound like I have monetary issues. I don't. The mic is cutting out? You're the first one to mention it. Oh, no. Kashmir Queel. Okay. So, chances are it's because I'm an idiot and I like my microphone's on this side of my desk and my webcam's on this side of my desk. So, I have to like move my microphone. My noise gate is really high. I mean, it's not that. It's a lot more that this is a cardioid mic. So, if I even deviate slightly from where it wants to like exist, I stop existing. Yeah, it sounds fine now because I'm in front of my microphone as opposed to like 1 foot to the side of it. Okay, we have one more swap and it's to Farrakha. Oh, Farrakha's in. Thoughts on the new Oko? He's good and limited. Like getting 2/3/3 Elks is like really strong. This is my Farrakha deck. And we're going to take out a little buddy known as Thunderfoot Baloth. Oh, I guess I could take out King of the Cold Blood Curse. I've been meaning to be cutting these like proxies up. this. Yeah, those are easy. So we'll do that. So multiversal passage out. King of the Cold Blood Curse out. And that's literally it. Okay, so let me find the multiversal passage, I guess. And I'm going to be adding Jubilation in because it has a cute little elk on the art. Look at him. Who doesn't love a little Jubilation? I'm just tired of thinking of Spider-Man, by the way. That's the reason why I'm cutting these things. Just so tired of Spider-Man. Don't want to think about it. Just completely out of the headspace. I just do not like it. Do not pass go, do not collect $200. Like, get out of my decks. Anyway, here's Jubilation. The new elk token, I don't know why his hooves are so small. Like here, let me pull up Firefox. Rifle. Type token, type elk. Why is he's so, like, his legs are tiny. Why is this elk proportion weirdly? Like, no disrespect to Sam Gay, who's a great artist. Just like, the dude cannot draw an elk. Like, the elks are not this tiny. They're huge. They're big and huge. I need to get a Golgari land to replace this. Or like, I can just like replace it with a swamp. Holy shit. I have 2 swamps in Farrakha, by the way. I never realized how swamp dead this is. Oh, I don't have a Fabled Passage. I have a Fabled Passage laying around. I was looking at Farrakha for my Ophelia Snake deck. I think Farrakha's too slow for Ophelia. Ophelia wants to go kind of quick. Just add Urborg? Yeah, let me pull like a $50 bill out and fucking put it in my deck. Roxy Bayou? Nah, I'm fine. Okay, what's going on? What do you mean? You're the second person to ask what's going on, and I'm very confused. Am I doing a faux pas right now? Is this illegal and wrong? Because I didn't realize that. I think they just joined the stream as well. I know, I'm having fun. Everyone stop! The streamer's making fun of Chad. Kill him! Kill him now! Okay, allegedly I have a Fabled Passage laying around. I've yet to find it in either of my boxes. Yeah, I'm sassy as fuck. And like, it's always like when I watch myself back, I'm like, wow, was I really that biting and evil? But you guys obviously like it because you wouldn't be here otherwise. Besides, it's all in good fun. I'm just here to laugh and have fun every day. Damn, where is this? Well, there's a Mass Hysteria. That's worth money. I have no idea where I saw this Fabled Passage. Do I just put a swamp in? I think the answer is yes. I'd love to get a Luluin for Farrakha, by the way. This one will definitely have swamps in it. Because I was playing a Rakdos. Oh, I've been dieting recently and it's been a struggle. It's been a real struggle. Diet soda carries me, but yeah, thank you for joining the channel. Oh, let me try this. The Rogueton Cheers, Doctor Who. Thank you for supporting me on YouTube. Popcorn's a good diet food. I know. I do like popcorn quite a bit. That works out relatively. America's been updated. Oh, let me just get this mass hysteria in the binder. I believe you mentioned Sawblade Skin Ripper in one of your videos. Do you actually find the sacrifice ability useful on that? Yeah, I wouldn't have mentioned it otherwise. In Judith, that card regularly does like 20 damage on my end step. Mass Hysteria and a starter mass. I'm gonna turn on Firefox. So we're gonna pull up Judith. I just want to show you this. So I would keep this hand. We're just gonna replace this one with Sawblade Skin Ripper because it's what we want to test. All right, so draw. Swamp, Viscerous here. Next turn. Basilisk Collar. A Henny. Fifth. Probably Sawblade Skin Ripper, actually. Don't play. We can play Forsaken Miner. Okay, here we go. So watch this. This turn, we have 4 black mana. We can commit 4 crimes with Yahenni. So sack 1, sack 2, sack 3, sack 4, sack. So we've done 5 pings. We've scryed 5. Bottom, bottom, top. So end step, Sawblade Skin Ripper does 5 damage to something. Next turn, by Master's Vault. Danny can sack Viscerous here. We commit a crime with Judith. Bring back Forsaken Miner. Sack the Forsaken Miner. Bring back the Forsaken Miner. Sack the Forsaken Miner. Bring back the Forsaken Miner. So that was 4 sacks this turn. Sack Storm's 4. We could have had more if we had Sifter of Skulls out. Dink, dink. We can Spy Master's Vault onto, like, Yahenni. So that was 3 deaths this turn, so Connive 3. A Blood Artist, yes.
And then end step, we like shoot for 3. There's Grievous. Someone dies this turn. But big things that happen that make Sawblade Skin Ripper really pop off. Like, Sawblade Skin Ripper makes a lightning bolt every turn, generally. But with Living Death, it always kills someone. And with Mahadi, Emporium Master, right, you get 5 more treasures. You sack the treasures in response to the trigger. The trigger reflexively actually checks back on those treasures that you sacked. And then if you have like the fucking reassembling skeleton or whatever, those treasures you sack can go into this, which then, you know, and then you do double X sacks because you sacked all those treasures in addition to the creature you're sacrificing. Pretty gross. The card's very good. Yeah, it shoots creatures too. So like, not even with Basilisk Color, just like shooting a creature for 4 damage is just fine. I'd roll a d6 to see which creatures die that turn. If a big threat, it pulls aggro, adds realism to the game. On 6 equals black deck. So, okay. You are thinking way too hard about playtesting. Here's my litmus. If in a vacuum, I'm able to win the game on turn 6 or 7. Okay, chat, listen, that just happenstance. Sometimes those numbers just come up in sequence. If they win in a vacuum by that time, and I'm able to like have like some flexible turns where I could hold up removal instead, then I consider the deck a success. Because what that means is if I get interacted with, chances are I'm going to be winning on turn 10, which is like, that feels good. You are thinking way too hard about playtesting. It just makes it take longer. It kind of obfuscates some certain synergies that you could miss out on. Anyway, it's enough of the fun stream. We're gonna move to the deck review frame, and we're gonna play our dailies really quick, but then we'll get into deck review. Okay, binders put away. All right, so gotta play Scrandle. We gotta play Bellify. Let's skip the Asmoran. We already did some funny stuff today, so Scrandle. Holy shit. Fish sandwich. Okay, here's the thing. This probably tastes really good, but people are just like, oh my god, the skin's still on the fish? I can't fucking eat that. Ew, 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 ew. Oh my god, really? I'm so surprised. Dude, every single time on Scrandle, when there's skin on the fish, it always loses. Even though fish skins taste good. It tastes good. Okay. That smash burger looks fucking good. These both look really good. It's just this one's like more money. But people are sluts for waffle fries. Breaded chicken, loaded fries, curry sauce and chips. That looks good as fuck. The thing is like, I think ice cream's gonna win this one. No, really? I've been always like, okay, if it's sweet versus savory, savory always wins. But then I've lost a couple of times in a row to that. Anyway, whatever. Double cheeseburger with bacon or katsu dirty fries. Dude, I would prefer the fries over the burger. The burger's probably really good, but that looks really good too. All right. This is a certified chili chicken loaded fries moment. Holy shit, that looks so good. Oh my god! 26 euros? That fried chicken's been destroyed. That's how you know it was good. I don't know. For half price, I'm kind of down with that. Yeah, I'm a disappointing Scranner today. That's pounds, brother. I don't use fake currency. Um, this is this it makes an Eldrazi spawn every turn. At the beginning of your upkeep. Fuck, what is this card called? It's Awakening Zone. Here's hard mode. So this is an activated ability, but it's a keyworded activated ability. Really weird. Tap. It's not Breya. Breya would be a legendary artifact creature, human artificer. So I think you're getting caught up by the 4 pips up here. This could be 3 blue, blue, blue. Or it could be like 5 white, white, white. Right? Like this doesn't have to be 4 different colors of Magic. I was thinking Arcanus the Annotatant, but it's the first name's too low. It's not Arcanus, because Arcanus doesn't have this passive ability. This is not on Arcanus. Yeah, that is what has me paused, Megacomb B. It's like, what the fuck is this? This is the weirdest cost I've ever seen. All right, let's figure out what this keyword is. So it's an activated ability hidden in a keyword. It's not going to be in list. There's no legendary creatures within list. It's not going to be not going to be equip. Extort? No, extort isn't an activated ability. It's 2 abilities. Yes, chatter. There is 2 abilities. We're talking about the first line of text. This is a keyworded activated ability that I want to figure out first. Is it a Doctor Who card? It's from 2023. Ooh, maybe. Why would it be crew? Okay, hang on. No, let's dive in, AVR. Crew. You think this ability at the top of this creature card is crew? Do we know it's activated? Yes, there's a colon here, which means it's cost. Station? Why is the station? It could be station, maybe. Is it station? I don't think so. S-A-I-O. Oh, maybe it's a spacecraft. S-P-A-C. Well, no, it's 2023. Spacecraft for now. Yeah, and station's on the bottom of the card. And it would be station a number. So yeah, we're just wrong a million. It's station, yes. Bletchley, it's not station for like 5 different reasons. So why are we on its station? How do we make that jump? Format is off. Yeah, format is off. It's 2 years before Station came out. There's a lot of reasons. Like, this could be tap. Tap another creature you control. It's not convoke. Convoke isn't... Convoke would just be a word. And it wouldn't have a colon. Is it an Ixalan dino? It always says 2023. Okay. Either way, it's not in the right place for Station. Liberty Prime. It wouldn't be Liberty Prime. Saddle clueless. Okay, let's take a pause here. Oh, this is 2 separate abilities. I see what this chatter meant before. Sacrifice a land. Draw 2 cards. It's not Ascend. Ascend doesn't have a colon. If you are going to recommend a mechanic for 1 here, it needs to be an activated ability of some sort. Because ding, 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 ding. Here's an activated ability here. Whenever you SAFRI a land. Whenever you sacrifice a land, draw Is this Hearthole? I'm gonna be pissed off if this is Hearthole. SPACRAFT. Oh my god, it's Hearthole. Okay, thank god it's not Hearthole. Okay, so I don't think it is Hearthole. Unless it's double H, which looks weird as fuck. Hearthole has double H, so this is Hearthole. The siege ship. Isn't it siege ship? Okay, Bletchley, I owe you an apology. You're modded. Why is Station at the top? Is that normal? Yeah, 2023 fucked me up. Station's really at the top. Okay, damn. My memory's false. It always says 2023, chat. So wait, what is this then? 1 tap, sack a land. Oh! This is describing... Okay, this is what was fucking confusing me to hell. This blank, 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 blank is describing 2+ and 8+. That is so scuffed. That is so bad. Because I was like, what cost is this? I'm gonna do the crossword. It's what you do to the reins in order to make a new friend. Or throw one, or both. Take them? Code for one of the best sets of all time, the first trip to Ravnica. Ooh. We'll get back to that. Selfless Champion, Mono White Lena. An extreme emotion that can be monstrous, primal, or undying. Omnath served as its locus. Rage. Add Bra for 1/2 of Brazella, or had Iluna. You can do it to score or the odds. Do the score, you can even. Add an F for an enterprising salvager who's really into scrap tools. Farid, so arid. A good way to kill artifacts with mana value X or less, or what my kids call a crash out. A meltdown. Could be cider silk, braided, coral, or static. Regardless, you can't use one without yelling gotcha every time. A net. Common thread between Oblivion, Discord, Temptation, and Bill Spine Sower. Code for the fancy spells canonically locked away in Strixhaven. This is STX. Oh no, that's just a normal Strixhaven. It's STA. Being on this good side means that you have this, like Sigrid. Being on the good side. Oh, you have protection? Being on the good side of a god means you have this. Favor. God favored, yeah. Carlos. The Carlos half of Traft and Carlos. Rem. Right? Name's Rem Carlos. Check. A section of northern bat known for its wardens out and sigiled sword. It's what you do to the reins in order to make a new friend. This word double, so this is Gran Gran. Turn to agitator. Ant. Spawning version of this doesn't sound very comfortable for non-Eldrazi. Bed. That hint's been used before. So you grab the reins. Add 48 across. Okay. A class of card nested between uncommon, mythic, rare. Oh, 2 words. Rare find. The primeval entry into a well of cycle. Oh, Titans. Add an M for type of gargoyle, guardian, skeleton, or gate. A Boros colored legend, lover of melee. Oh, Adriana? Manor. Ah ha ha. Makes sense. Manor gate, manor gargoyle, manor guardian, manor. Yeah, okay, of course. I wasn't thinking in terms of card names. I was thinking like, I see. Code for the Innistrad base set that gave us Imprison the Moon, Selfless Spirit, and Thalia Heretic Cathar. This is Eldritch Moon, right? I'm pretty confident this is Eldritch Moon. So it would be Eld. I don't think it's ELM. I think it's ELD. It's crazy I don't know the set code for my favorite set. Garza Mirrodin gift to the world of the free man. Meadowcraft and a oh, this is Mox Open. Eldazil Drain. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's go down. Code for the modern master sets. This is MMA. Okay, so this is. That's Rav. It's not valid. That's MMA. Valoron. Okay, so that's Eldritch Moon. That makes sense. Valoron, yeah, that makes sense. Good. We got that settled. It's Valoron. Term for Goblin Cohort. Sling, Spawn, Ram, and Siege are the better known ones. Sling Gang. Okay, it's Sling Gang Lieutenant, Spawn Gang. Okay. Siege Gang. Yeah. Paired to the House of Ren on Esper. Silas. Code for the ever expanding collection of cards that come in the mail via white paperboard. Oh no. Huh? Oh, Secret Lair. A greenleaf cousin of Mint. You add Isk and a 6-legged wizard who only sees Sown. Basilisk. Ah, that's cute. Purveyor of Commander's Herald and MTG Finest Weirdo. Dude, am I supposed to know your editor? I'm sorry. Devilish humanoid subtype from Kylam. Confused for a tiefling. This is Azra. With possessive a type of pendulum that asks for a lot of setup, guessing to draw one card. A small mountainous lake carved by a glacier. Scalding Tarn. A Liar's Pendulum. Gun-colored tricycle of land this proving ground. Zeatoras. A guest star from Assassin's Creed. The Rakdos aligned Mr. Dorian loves a good disguise. Fuck, I don't know anything about Assassin's Creed. The Spirited Glider. An uncommon blue legend from Avatar The Last Airbender. Fuck, what's the name of that stupid kid? Teo, thank you. Artist Mignon. Don't forget Lost Paranation season 1 remake. I was literally talking about this artist the other day and I don't remember her surname. Sage who endures. First name of Foreman. A mono green legend from Doctor Who cares about plane chase. Also attacks. Oh, Susan Susan Foreman. According to the outdoor market of the Festival of Broken, everyone loves a good something around. Geological depression that collects water. It might be a jungle or overflowing basin. Esperline triplets. Sen triplets. Everyone loves a good. I'm dying. Sale. Oh, that's fun. Okay, and then it's Eli. Okay. Horrific. Honorific used by, yes, sir. The bottom of something, or a headquarters, thanks to follow, also known as the Maritopa Military Base. Mariposa, rather. You can summon a primal version of this thanks to Final Fantasy VI, or the real, which who Alrin is based. Oh, fuck. I think it's Odin, right? Primal Odin. 1/1 black and green token that test. 10 minutes flat. Not as good as last week's. Last week's we got in 8 minutes and 30 seconds. What's on today's docket? A bunch of deck reviews. I think we have a makeup one today. So, if they're here, great. Anyway, let's start with Aryusu, because I saw you in chat. I am the makeup one. I'm here. I'll get you done after this. Tuesday stream was. No, the playlist I use is not public, but you can just like if you hear a song you like. Tracks are up. They can go first. I don't mind. Well, I already have you plugged in. I mind. Is there someone you're forgetting to ask? Minthara. And let's use the non-ugly version. Although this one's still ugly. It sucks. They need to go back to Minthara and give her actual art. Don't diss her. I'm not. I'm mad. Why does Minthara look bad? The curly hair is cute. It's not what she looks like. It's not what she looks like, chatter. Great, I'm glad you like her fucking more gay version. She doesn't look like this. In game, she is rough. Her hair's straight. She is not like a cute girl. You know what I mean? Yeah, they unmilfed her. Let's read the description of the YouTube stream, Const. All right, Jaryusu has the shortest primer I've ever read. Go wide blink deck, no limit. Just want weird power matter stuff is fun, and I don't see Minthara built for blink. That's it. That's it. That's the entire primer, guys. Holy shit, Knighthood sucks. Yeah, these are their playtest designs. Yeah, Knighthood reeks, dude. 34! Oh, no, 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 no! Rite of Oblivion out. Cloud Shift out. Okay, if you've watched my stream for any amount of time, you know that I do not like one-off flicker spells at all. Ephemerate's 2 for 1. Eerie Interlude's a more for 1. Like, even run Ghostway. I know it eats your tokens, but like, as a board wipe protection spell, it is very good. The new one makes a body. I know it makes a body, but a 1/1 is nothing. Like, maybe a Minthara. Like, yeah, sure. Personify, you can keep. Even, like, Lae'zel's Acrobatics. Like, why don't we have Lae'zel's Acrobatics here? It's 1 more mana, but it has the chance to double. And it doesn't hit your tokens like Ghostway does. Okay. Irregardless of the fact of the matter, don't like Dolmen Gate here. I would call this a random arcane signet, but not bad, but it's like not that good either. We don't have Revel Arc combo, which I kind of enjoy. Sure. Loyal Unicorn's funny. Ah. Like there's just a card quality issue going on here. It feels like. Yeah, I'm not adding combos. Don't worry. I don't know when you heard me say that, but Archetype of Courage at least. Like Proud Pack Rhino's fine, but there's like just better options. Okay. So we freed up some slots. Let's add some lands. We're gonna start with Sajiri Shelter. And we're also gonna add Kabira Takedown. Kabira. Right, removal spell. Sajiri Shelter, protection spell. We could do like a Malakir Rebirth. No budget limit. Ash Barrens. Cut a Plains, cut a Swamp. Add Shefet Dunes. Ifnir, Deadlands. Arid Archway. Gavin Grounds. And also add Lazatep. And then we add Sand Scout. Right, ramp piece that gets deserts, which means it is a sack outlet. It is a because of Lazatep Quarry. It's Grave Hate because of Scavenger Grounds. It is white and black. And also it is a ramp spell that doesn't actually ramp you a land, so you can flicker it once because it's catch up ramp. Okay. All right. Heliod's Evangel. Heliod's mana value equals 5. O Soldier, O Devotion. Revelant Hoplite is what I'm thinking of. This is a token generator I want you to run. Mana value 6. O Soldier, O Devotion. Evangel of Heliod now. 1/3 that makes tokens equal to your devotion to white. Revelant Hoplite also does the same. Here's the thing about both of these is you are mostly white. Like, this deck is insanely white. Adeline. Resplendent Cathar should probably be in. Really broken card. And I'm going to offer you a little piece of tech. Oh, actually, no. Hang on. So, Metastat. Oh, we're experience counter so far. I don't really like a Sarah Rack. It's cute. I don't know if cute's necessarily good. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Moonblast Cleric, maybe? I don't know how to feel about that. I like Glasswing, but I don't like the other one. We have 3 slots. I'm going to recommend Jacked Rabbit. It's just a great token generator in the early game. And then I'm gonna hit you with Port Street Denizen. So all your token producers tap down blockers. All your token generation on attacks tap on down blockers. And if you flicker a white creature on an opponent's turn, Port Street Denizen can tap that creature. My final recommendation will be Grim Servant. I think it's Grim Servant. Yep. When this creature enters, search library for a card with mana value equal to or less than your devotion black. Reveal it, put in your hand, then shuffle. You lose 3 life. Great news. Ephemerate, even if you only have 1 mana. Ephemerate flickers this. And then you can get an Esper Sentinel and then a Malakir Rebirth or a Soul Ring or whatever. Yeah, Parallax Tide would also be very good in this deck. But let's play it as is. Yeah, we vibe with it. Okay, so keep in mind we added lands to this deck. How many creatures do you own that are actually like different power and toughness? Oh, but it works really funnily with Minthara. Holy shit, that works really funnily with Minthara. You're right. Yeah, no. I immediately realized that. I still wouldn't keep this hand. I wouldn't keep this hand. Keep in mind, we added lands to this deck. We added lands, chat. Okay. Draw. Marsh Flats. Bracket. Shadowy Backstreet. Rail 1. Graveyard. Lanes. 3. Court Street Denizen. Dink. Godless. Close and shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thara. End step. Experience counter. Hit a plains. That taps down a blocker. Swing Aura. Step. Turn. Hello? Are we out of planes? Oh my god, we're out of planes. Touches nothing. Okay, what are we evoking Revelark for? Oh yeah, the initiative. Scry 2. Okay, I don't think split up or stick together is the correct here. I think I'd rather you have wins of very not fond of the okay, let's get Sun Titan out of here. Also not fond of the Revelark. What's the average toughness in this deck? I would say like 3. I mean, you kind of have a combo with Jaws of Defeat, Prevalent Hoplite, right? Like if your devotion to white is like 6, and Minthara has like 3 experience counters, then you just go float everything. No, I prefer wins. Wins is just like undefeated goat, very little setup for it to be good. So thinking a little bit more about like card flow and stuff, like Timno would be insane in this, right? And then get like a Selfless Spirit. Right? Just like it's board protection and then also flyer for Timna, flyer for the buff off Mara. Alright, playtest. This hand looks insane. Draw. Glasswing Grace as a land. Next turn. Godless Shrine. No, let's go Shadowy back straight. It's the real one. Next turn. You don't play a land yet. Sand Scout. Arid Archway. Arid Archway. Bounces Glasswing Grace back to your hand. And then land drop for turn is Godless Shrine. Pass. Next turn. Arid Mesa. 1, 2, 3, 4. Zara. Crack Arid Mesa. No, we're not out of planes already. We are out of planes already. I've noticed an issue with your deck. We're not out of planes. This is just lying to me. What the fuck? Experience counter. Okay, but what am I cutting, Mining Land? Prismatic Vistaing. Let's do 1, 2, 3, Lae'zel. And then experience counter. And then you can go 1, 2. Roll shift Sand Scout. That's a tip, Corey. Next turn. 1, 2, 3. We are on turn 7 right now. 1, 2, 5. Revelant Hoplite. Enters, make soldiers equal to your devotion to white. 1, 4. 1, 2, 4. I mean, I guess you played Suki first. Probably what you're supposed to. So Suki first, you get 2. So if you play Suki first, fetch. That's another permanent leaving the battlefield with during your turn. So you get a white ally. And then Revelant Hoplite up, make a billion of these. Experience counter on end step. And then here you have like Kabira takedown. Draw +5. That was a little bit slow. How many 2-drops are? I think it was a good number. Like, yeah, this is fine. I have to make Timna like really work. Okay, I am just kind of underwhelmed by these cards that don't have the explosive potential there. Like, I know you can sack the creatures, but it's like same curve turn as Minthara. It's a tad awkward. Alter ball. But we can go up a few more options here for go wide aggro decks. And that's going to look like Clever concealment. Oh, well, these are all protection spells in a way. They don't protect your tokens at all. Let's do Guardian of Faith. Right, this is something you can get off Recruiter of the Guard, which is really handy. Am I angry right now? Normal. I was like, there's no way my model looks angry. They've removed all the other emotion. Okay, is it bad I don't believe in these? I've been trying to understand it. I just don't know if I can do it. I like Resolute Reinforcements at least has flash. Like, for me, title. I see. Okay, so I want to give you some more evasion in some way. And I think what that evasion's probably going to end up looking like is, I mean, you can just do Parallax Wave. Let's just do Parallax Wave. Parallax Wave is evil and fucked up. And if you add Parallax Wave, you have to add Angel of Indemnity. I'm probably going to replace Sun Titan with Angel of Indemnity. Well, we already replaced Sun Titan. Very good. Mana value 4 or less. You mean my Parallax Wave? Most flash creatures are bad. Disagree. A lot of very good flash creatures. I mean, most creatures are bad. Okay, so yeah, we could do Githzerai Monk. That's a fun one. So draw, Suster Secundi. I would not keep this hand. Hang on. I don't keep this one either, though. Draw. Planes. Ara. Flats. Godlet. Counter. We'll keep White Plume. I know these are humans, but stick with me. Okay, here's where Ghostway is kind of awkward. So instead of Ghostway, maybe we do Werefox. I really like Werefox Bodyguard. I'm having a really hard time not putting Corpse Knight in this deck, so let's just do it. Corpse Knight's just so good. Whenever another creature you control enters, each opponent loses 1 life, and then you just like fucking jam Reverend Hoplite and everyone. And then maybe we're just ditching White Glove Gourmand. Then they make a new Eerie interlude that's also a T-Pro. You mean the Morning Tide's Light we're already running that's at sorcery speed? That one? That's a new Eerie interlude that's also a T-Pro. Or is there like a protection magic that I'm not thinking of? Because I think this is it. The one you're referring to. What I like about Morningtide's Light is you can exile all their blockers. It's really funny. If Corpse Knight, then why not Suture Priest? Those cards do different things. Those cards do different things. Either way, this is good. Now it's Harbar's go. Got a Cecil. I am rather unimpressed with some of the aiming to be bracket 3. There really isn't a strict game plan. It's just life as a resource of the deck. So I have every effect in there that lets you use life for value, like Bulls of Citadel, Gwenum, Greed, Pact Weapon, Necrobones, etc. Ideally, you'd want to get down to 20 as fast as possible to transform Cecil. Problem is, by the time I get down to 20, everyone else in the pod is a board state, and I just have a transform Cecil with maybe another creature with the buffing equipment. Makes you really prone to dying quickly. I've gotten lucky sometimes. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do for you. I like Nightmare Lash. That's really funny. Start by removing Font of Agonies is okay. Okay, sure. Oh, it might. Oh, they're all too slow. Happy to see Children of Corliss. I really don't like Greed. Although Greed with Crick is enough out. Reanimate. Animate dead. Phyllis. So hear me out. What if we pivot you onto a slight reanimation plan with Villas Broker? Okay, we can cut font. I'm paying a lot of. So Villas. Ooh, mama. I've decked myself with Villas so many times. So you need to hear me out though. If we're running Villas, need Shieldred. This is non-negotiable. If you are running Villas, you need Shield. Okay, Shieldred's already in. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Shieldred's already in. We're good. So, bid any amount of life. There is a card. No, I like Pain's Reward because it flips Cecil right away. There's one that lets you draw 4 cards, right? Well, let's do Garza's Assassin. Am I stupid? There's an old card that's like pay after you lose. Draw. Draw 4 cards, you lose half your life running up. This is what I'm thinking of, Sammy.
Fertile Contract. You lose half your life, rounded up, draw 4. I like these a lot. Also, you need Starfield Shepherd. And probably a Ranger Captain. So you have Ranger Captain of Eos, which can tutor for Children of Corliss. And then you have Starfield Shepherd that can get a Plains or can get Children of Corliss. Also, if you're running Veto, you need to run Sorin. Sorin of House Markov. Flips. Minus. Does damage equal to the amount of life you gain this turn to any target. Flips on your second main. Rebuff the Wicked is one of the worst spells of all time. This card is so bad. It's only good against Decimate. That's the only card it's good against. And even then, sometimes it isn't. Yeah, Lauren's Escape or Blacksmith Skill are both better. Blacksmith Skill, I think, is like in 98% of use cases better than Rebuff the Wicked. I like Imp's Mischief because it makes you lose life. That's on theme. So I'm not cutting it, not because it isn't... Like, it's not strong, but it's not bad. And it's also kind of on theme. Kind of cute. Okay, I don't like Heliod here. All Blood's just embarrassing. I'm sorry. I like these a lot better. Tivash feels a little slow, although I wish he wasn't slow. Let me tell you what. I wish Tivash was good. Deviant Fiend, thanks for the... Endstone's cute. I like Endstone. I love Tivash too. Okay, Harbar, when I cut Tivash from your deck, I need you to understand that it's 100% because he's just actually stone cold unplayable. Like, Tivash is unplayably bad. Like, I've tried so hard to make Tivash work, it's just impossible. He is so mid. Why couldn't he have been like 3 mana? Like 3 mana of like 3/2. A free trial. Okay, here. I'm going to get rid of some of your interaction here, and I'm going to swap it out for different ones. And this will make sense in a moment. Because we're moving on to a Villas plan here. And what that means is I want you to run, like, Bone Shards and Bitter Triumph. Right, these spells that have discard as an additional cost to remove. It's not really all that Voltron-y. It's a little Voltron-y. I don't know if I like this rank, actually. Yeah, no surprise. Let test this out. I'd keep this. Draw. Get brass. Next turn. Plains. Oh, wait, we could have turned one Cecil. Turn one Cecil, guys. Plan. Starfield Shepherd. Get Children of Corliss. Okay, this goes into the warp zone. Play Excalibur. And Spirit Loop. Next turn. There's Villas Broker of Blood. Do not have our next land drop, which fucking... How many lanes were we running? I think we were running a... We weren't. 36. Yeah, fuck off. So we just saw in real time why you need to be running more lanes. I think Timna out. Bloodthirsty Conqueror out, because that forms a loop. Which I don't even think. Yeah, don't run 36 lands. I know your commander's 1 mana, but like, Wenham isn't. Grey Merchant of Asphodel isn't. Bulls the Citadel isn't. Timna out, yeah. You're hitting one guy. Like, Timna's fine when you're hitting one guy. Timna's not the best. Timna is kind of the best. But, like, also add more blood. Valkyrie. Another. Belcher. Love this card. Fracture. Do we have more discard outlets that are kind of just free? I like it is controversial saying Shield's bad. I do think Shield's bad. O colon. I want to pull up discard additional. Like a couple cards that are like really good and make like discarding happen. I do like this with Bolas. Have with Bolas. Kind of makes you into a combo deck. Collector's Vault's so bad. I hate Collector's Vault. Blood. Token. Port. MV. 2-pointed discussion is like Delta. That shock. Let's get Godless Shrine. Why are we doing Staff of Complete? A lot of life. Okay. Next one of our opponent draws a card and you put. Okay, so do a lot of damage. Whoops, Commander's play. Bang. +3. Deals 11 points of commander damage. Also pre. Draw card. Sword and flip second main. The minus sword and deal 11 damage. Turn. Well, this is a Merchant of Asphodel. 1, 2, 4. Eric. 5, 6. Black, black. Gray Merchant of Asphodel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 15 life. Cecil, you gain 11 life, kill someone with minus Sorin, and you nuke someone. Where are we on? I think you need Enduring Tenacity as well. Deck needs Hatred. I don't think it needs... Oh, no, Hatred is very... Right, you're right. It is just a pricey card, because... Guys, I think we broke Gray Merchant of Asphodel. That was hardly the point of that preview. Let's be 100% real. Hatred is 5 mana, so I thought it might be too expensive. Okay, Harbar, I'm going to pin an image for you. You have a Cecil in play. It's flipped. And you have, like, a protection equipment on it. You swing. You pay all but 1 of your life. You gain all of your life back with lifelink. You sack Children of Corliss. You gain that much life again. Every single time this happens, your Enduring Tenacity triggers, your Sorin gets bigger, and your Veto triggers. Like, Hatred is the card. Got Talisman. Oh, wait. I'm gonna cut Soul Link as well. I like Spirit Loop more. So, why no Arcane Signet? Because the other ones damaged us. Oh, like, why no Arcane Signet? What are we ramping into? I don't know. Just curve out. You have 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop. What time do you have to play Arcane Signet? Where can you point to the point in your curve where you're like, yes, I love playing Arcane Signet? I don't see it. I can give you Mother of Runes. Okay, this hand is perfect. Draw. Mana Confluence. Think. Cecil. Next turn. Swamp. Pass. Castle Lockthwain. 1, 2, 3. I'll draw 4 cards and lose half my life. Cecil flips. Move to discard. Bona. Otho. Wenham, swing. Turn. Bog someone. 4. Enduring Tenacity. Oops. By accident. And then we swing. Did I play my land this turn? I think I did. Okay, so anyway, gain 8 life. Shoot someone for 8. 1, 2, 3. Land drop for turn. 1, 5, 6, 7. You can go dink, dink, dink. Point to discussion, draw 2 cards, lose 2. Pass. Why is Spirit Loop better than Soul Link? Just mana value? It is lower mana value. Like, yeah, Cecil sometimes will get hit. You'll gain slightly more life. Is Tarnished Citadel not already in? Tarnished should. I have 1 mana of each color. Deals 3 damage to you.
It keeps coming back as well. Yeah, I like that more. Like, I don't like auras that like enchant something and then you just like lose it forever if the creature dies. Like that fucking. Anyway, one drop package is a lot better because you got Ranger Captain, Starfield Shepherd here to go grab these. It is very similar to a Darien deck. Pretty keepable. You have Brina, 3 protection spell. Godless. Turn. City of Brass. 1/2. Wing Cecil. 2 counters. Draw a card. You go net neutral in life. Next turn. Full ring. Swing with Cecil. Draw another card. Dash. Just hold up. Fury Shelter. Castle Lockthwain. Let's swing first. Like, this is a really good lethal threat. It makes life loss slower. So, Harbar, I want you to think of flipping Cecil not as a goal. Like, flipping Cecil gives him, like, +2 power in lifelink, which is good. That is a good ability to gain. But, Harbar, what's much more important is to think of it as a combo where you, like, can cruel bargain him. In this game, flipping Cecil gives you, like, extra life points and +2 power. Like, you're just killing people with an 8/9 on turn 5. Like, yeah, we're flipping Cecil slower, but it doesn't matter because you're dead. Like, it's just fine. You don't need to lose the life. Okay. Combo with these cards, or you can just, like, put it on him any. And either way, you're still losing and then gaining that life, so that will still trigger all your life. Like, I don't know, what value are you really gaining by. Also, these colorless lands hurt you really bad because Necropotence, Garza's Assassin, like, you should probably be on Urborg. Also, Urborg gives you a buyout option. Ebonblade Reaper. Ebonblade Reaper's cool. Yeah, like, War Room is, like, kind of slow. But what I like about Urborg is it gives you a buyout option. So if you're already at, like, 5 life, you can still use your Tarnished Citadel and City of Brass. You just tap into the black ability. Well, not City of Brass. That's a bad example. But Mana Confluence, right? Tarnished Citadel. It gives them the ability to instead just tap for black normal. I don't even know if I like Rogue's Passage that much. Like, I want all of your lands basically to swap to tap for black. Like, you have so little white. Take 3. Cecil. Swing. Take 3. Take 3 life. Brina. Swing. Children of Corliss. Swing Cecil. Flip Cecil. Pro. Also, we got 2 counters here. We also lost our 2 counters from earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Yeah, Endstone maybe feels a little expensive, even though it is funny. Okay, pay 3 life. 1, 2, 3. Pay 3 life. 1, 2, 3. Gets +1, +2, +3. Okay, and then we can swing, draw a card, gain 10. 1. That children this. Gain 1, 2, 5, 6. Citadel. Hope to not hit a land right away. Ooh. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'd be 24. It'd be at 35. Oh, mama. I get Mother of Runes. We just can't stop winning, boys. We just can't stop winning. Holy smokes. Oh no, Fumigate. Let's not cast this. Anyway, we'll gain all that life back. So 5, 10, 12, 16 life back. So, oh wait, plus 24. Because this tracks every single player. So let's not crack it yet. Let's swing Cecil. Also 24. Go to a million billion life. What a Bulls to Citadel turn. What a perfectly fair card. Like, yeah, we're at infinite insane of life. Reanimate Children of Corliss. Facts. Hatred. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As an additional cost, we pay X life. We can pay all but one of our life. Or like at least make Cecil like they can't lose. Caliber. Form on something. Wenham. Anyway, land. All right, let's get all that life back with Cecil. How many colors does a deck have to have before full Citadel becomes bad? A million, like 5, 6. A deck would need 6 colors of magic before Bulls to Citadel was bad. May as well just add top. This is a life gain combo. No, don't add top. What part of what you just watched, Pandolin, was like, oh, you know what would make this a lot of fun? Just making it guaranteed with Sensei's Divining Top. Like, I would not put... So no top? Exactly. I would not put top in any Bulls to Citadel deck unless you were trying to actually, like, have it be a powered deck that, like, combos off and wins every single time. Anyway, speaking of Pandolin. Monkey Cannon. That's getting a glimpse. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we have a bunch of creatures that make tokens. I can work with this. I can work with this. Whenever Jaws deals combat damage to a player, create that many blood tokens. Okay. So okay, we have a lot of triggers like making artifacts. The gist. Okay. Okay, I do like a lot of your objects already. Professional Facebreaker, good. Grim Hireling, good. So like, you need a 1-drop to cast. Okay, so they're all down here. I don't know if I like Campfire. Belden's Cane's funny. I do think we have a decent chunk of other 1-drops that are good here. Oh, this all triggers all at once. That's so funny. Okay, I like the idea of Brainstorm. Brainstorm, I saw was in your considering, and I do think it should be main deck. Because it's a cascade enabling starter for the Abaddon, and then it also unsticks like dog shit cards like the Mog Bombers from your hand. Like I don't think we should have too many of these like Pandemonium Mog Bombers kind of draws. Obsessive Pursuit. What are we sacrificing? Treasures and stuff. But like, it makes a token every turn. That's not nothing. Sure. What's our budget looking? No restrictions. I'll play anything. Tameo. Tameo's green on the back. Oh, I hate Magic the Gathering. I hate Commander. Okay, so hard evidence. It can start a Glimpse of Tomorrow. Blast. Yeah, wait, hang on. What was our plan if we drew Glimpse of Tomorrow, if not Brainstorm? Elk, will you take your challenge to Disney Lorcana? No, I won't. Campfire, crying. I see. Okay, what if I put you on like Micromancer though? Or even better, Spellseeker. Right. Tiny little creature that can tutor Brainstorm. Or even better, just run Brain Surge. Like, what I like about these over Campfire is just the card quality is so much higher. Okay. What that dragon told me is that you were allergic to running non-creatures in this deck. I think 6 is fine. I think you can get away with as many. We do need to count to 5, but I think we have enough treasure that the low land count makes sense. I don't know if Torbrand's right for this deck, Rain. Okay, so here I'd pass. Tap this creature. 1, 2. Brain Surge, draw 4. Knuckles, Kellogg on top. Turn. So make another treasure token. Swing with your menace creature. You're probably going to get it. Oh, no. You don't even have to swing with your menace creature. 1, 4, 5. Baden pings everyone. Great news. 3 is the fun number. Moonstare prototype. Cast Glimpse. You can float a... Let's float a black, I want to say. No, a red. Red's probably the best. Okay, 12 permanents. 3 Command Zone Abaddon. So 12 permanents. 1, 2. Oh, Moonsnare prototypes on this deck. So we don't get Impact Tremors. Land. Hope. Dent. And then do the same for auras. So we can get this into play on an opponent eventually. Here's Moonsnare. This feels like a very bad flip.
This one does not feel very good.
Great news is that's okay. Blue, black. Kellogg. Combat. Give it Death Touch. You're probably not blocking. Get 3 treasures, basically, because... Good Curse of Opulence. I don't know if I want to crack Command B. Okay, next turn. City of Brass. Because we don't have a way to reshuffle this Glimpse. I would have played Knuckles and Kellogg and then flip next turn. Sure. However, I think it is funny to like rapid fire this thing. I'm going to give you 1 funny fairy. Halo Forger. So you flip your entire board, you nuke everyone with Perforos, you get Halo Forger. Halo Forger enters, you pay X. When you do, you can cast target instant sorcery from a graveyard without paying its mana cost. And you cast the Glimpse again. Snapcaster doesn't work. This does. Because it lets you pay the spell without paying its mana. Snapcaster, you have to pay the mana cost, which it doesn't have, so you don't do anything. What this also allows you to do is if you ever discard it or it gets milled, you still have hope besides Felden's Cane. Like, you can just go 3 mana, cast it. What to cut, though, is the eternal question. Probably Baleful Strix, sadly. Like, I like Strix. It's just like, it doesn't make more objects. Sim draws more cards. I'm gonna say we could get one attack out of Ragavan, but probably not more. Fucking first strike haste. Good luck blocking that. Cleaned it up. I think I would go for it here. They make me. I don't think it made my tap checker. Oh, but I don't have a 1-drop. Guess I should have just held Ragavan then, right? Like, Ragavan plus 1 treasure is worse than just, like, having a guaranteed Cascade later. We'll make that treasure back. So we'll stack the Cascade after the Gloin trigger, so... I don't think I did it went up a treasure. Cast a Baton, but... Ragavan's on the stack. Spin. What a fun adventure that was. So, yeah, First Sliver with Living End is like probably my favorite Glimpse of Tomorrow kind of deck. 17 permanents. One, two, three, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was a lot of land. You do have a Pinnacle Monk. This is just enough damage, though. I think this might just be enough damage. Holy smokes. Eight lands. Ugh. Wait, Ragavan after these triggers are all... Mog Bombers does 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 damage. Does Panharmonicon work in reverse? Like, does Panharmonicon see all these creatures entering? Yes. Not saying it's correct, but it's something to think about. Probably better than Curiosity. Like, Curiosity draws you a lot of cards, but when you cast this, hopefully you just win. Okay, Panharmonicon might be win more, but like, what about like Panharmonicon Warp Creature might be better. You're right. Starfield Vocalist. If a permanent entering causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. You can warp it for 100 bullets. Like, maybe try this out, because it's 2 mana to deploy it. And then I'm going to need you to hear me out here. Like, type creature is MDFC. Like, do we want to run like a Coom Warrior? Like, I don't think that's too crazy to do this. Like, we already have the untapped ones, but like, what about the tapped ones? Yeah, but what about the tapped ones? Like, your curve is really low. Like, you could afford to hit a tap land or two to make your shit better, you know what I mean? Like, at least a Coom Warrior, I think. Glass Pool doesn't make a lot of sense. Glass Pool's not so good. You can't do it. This does not work the way you want it to when you flip out a bunch of permanents all at the same time. At least get Waterlog Teachings. I do like that suggestion. It still counts as a creature for the ETBs, though. Yes, like it would enter and trigger. It's just like, I'll add it in. Why not? You can play it before, and then it's fine. Yeah, Bletchley. It enters at the same time as everything else, so it can't see any of the other things it's entering with. All right, I'm gonna cut Bolt Bend and Redirect Lightning. I think let's just lean as hard as we can on like the random ass protection cards. I don't really like Shocking Sharpshooter because it's target. So we went down 2 instants. And now we're at 39 lands, which actually isn't that bad. Recommending a Coom Warrior is crazy work. What's the idea? The idea is that's not a fucking land when you spin it off of Glimpse of Tomorrow. How is that crazy work? That makes total sense to me. It's also just a red source, which is like probably the most important one because that's the one that makes all the fucking treasure tokens. Yeah, the main idea is that it's a land, and then it's not a land when you flip it off the object. Before Troll of Khazad-dûm and Oliphant. Okay, now you're cooking. I would run Oliphant first. You are right. I would not run Troll, though. Why not Troll? Troll Swamp Cycles, which is a little more awkward. Like, we could go to land for it, I guess. It's just also, like, we don't have a lot of, like, lands with multiple card types. Like, I'd probably cut Temple of Malice. Like, we have... Yeah, we have Blood Crypt. And Mountain and Swamp. Okay, we have 3 mountains, 3 swamps. Okay, it's probably fine then. I like Skull Clamp. I guess it's just a 1-drop, and it's like a fine 1-drop at that. Sure. How many YouTube viewers are there? 64 concurrent, 1,000 total overall. Hello, Bitter Blossom. No, we don't want to drop Skull Clamp. You have every swamp in the deck, you don't need a land, right? I don't know if I'd say that. Because, like, if, let's say these were all 3 swamps, we drew Troll of Khazad-dûm right now. I'd be pretty upset. And I think you're capping if you disagree with that. We have 2 fairies. I don't like triomes. In the world of Surveil lands, Nom de Plume, I really just don't like tri-lands anymore. Red, 1, 2, Knuckles. Does this trigger for each player you hit, or just like... Because then, if that's the case, that's crazy. Surely with 25 permanents, we win the game, right? So this is on the stack. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 17, 18, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26. Don't have idle. Okay, there's troll. That would have been a land. Land. Okay, Soul Clamp resolves. I did not cut a few of the impact effects. I cut 1. This is a really bad flip. I mean, I think you still kill enough people that it matters, right? One, two. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 8 creatures, 16. And then 16 plus 8, 24. And then Mog Bombers does another 9 each opponent. It's not the worst flip in the world. Because it's Perforos, which is 2 times 8 times... Or plus 8 plus 9. It's 33 damage to each opponent, chat. Or, well, it's 33 damage to 2 opponents and then 30 damage to 1. And then you go 1 blue, Starfield Vocalist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yeah, no, this is lethal. It's another 12 damage from the creatures in our hand. And then you go pay 1, equip, draw 2. Pay 1, equip, draw 2. Black. This is another 6 damage. Pay 1, equip, draw 2. Right? Like, we've now broken 40 damage. I don't know. We're not going to add Mystic Sanctuary. The island count is not high enough, and we're not going to get it there. It has 3 islands currently. That's going to take a long-ass time and a lot of figuring out, which is not, I think, the method here. Even then, I think something like a Dwarven Mine is going to be better than a fucking Mystic Sanctuary method. But yeah, no, that was over 40 damage per opponent. Like, that flip win. How does the deck survive getting the Glimpse countered? You don't. That's why we run Hexing Squelcher and Spider-Punk. So you don't win if the Glimpse gets countered. Probably going to lose. Run the Overlords. No, and I don't think they're necessary because
Or if you spin into them, it's value, but you don't need value when all of your opponents are. Anyway, I think this is good to go. Like, the fact that the creator of the deck said that was a really bad flip, and then we won the game off of that flip. I think we've cooked. We're good. Defense grid's pretty decent. There's a lot more red cards that I would probably run. Spells being counted. You don't have things that give all creatures haste. No, because it's mostly built around impact tremors. I think is fine. Anyway, you saw that game, the Starfield vocalist like fucking care. Robot. Is that a monkey cage? Yeah, monkey cage was in the spot here. We have Sinner's. Also won't be in stream. Push you back. Or robot. Will not be there. Okay, great. These two will not be here, so I'm just gonna. Although, do we have Tuna? Titan. Okay, great. So I'm gonna do you before the people who aren't here. The idea. And then I'm gonna do the two people who won't be here, and then the missing person I'll call out last, give them a chance to show. We have another Carmen deck. I think this is Carmen deck number 4 that's hit the. Although I don't know if any have been built like this. Use recursion to put Walls of Bossing, say, on the board while Jaws of Defeat is in play. I thought Aristocrats would be a good side tactic, hence the sideboard, but have opted into sacrifice outlets instead. Open all sorts of suggestions. I'd like to keep this bracket 2 max. Understood. Wow, clear the Sage. Fucking sucks. Zombify out. Emirates Archive. For why? Horde of Greed. Huh? Does Walls plus Jaws actually kill? No, it doesn't. That's another thing we'll be covering. Because it does 30 damage. But you have Asterion and stuff. Well, here's the thing. You just like run Ephemerate, not Cloud Shift. You're running Cloud Shift, but not Ephemerate? What are you doing? You're running Refurbish. I see. Okay, I can help you so much. I just don't know a ton. That's totally fine. Totally fine to be new to the game, not have a good idea of like card quality. Like, I don't know if I'd run IR in this. I don't think your mana base is good enough. You have 36 lands. Not good either. Obviously not watch my lands video. Blacklands Paragon out. The counter on each creature you can buy. Bottle Gnomes. Gain 3 life. Raids. Cat collect. Interest create a food in life for the first cat. Okay, the card quality just is not here. Like much at all. I like the animate dead. I'm even fine with the deafening. Move forward. Like battle menu is not worth a card. It's worse than other cards that destroy creatures with power forward. Okay, I'm gonna let you keep Bile Blight because it's funny as fuck against like a token deck. If you have like tokens in your meta, that's probably worthwhile. Okay, I like Thraben Charm. All the copper coats. Okay, okay. Incursion. It's Grave Hate. Grave Hate for sure. Graveyard to your hand. That's not where you want it to go. Graveyard to your hand. Once again, that's not where you want it to go. Yeah, the idea was make tokens, sack tokens. Okay, yeah, I understand that's the game plan you had. The game plan doesn't work well with the massive drain, and simultaneously, the cards you were running to do that were really bad, when you should be running cards that are really good instead. I like the Buried Alive, Flicker out, Reanimate, Battle at the Bridge. Okay, I think we finally hit the point where what the hell? Sorry, my eyes kind of just glazed over when I saw that for the first time. I like Murderous Rider. They're out. Okay, we've now officially hit the point where I would now consider every single card here of decent quality. Bare minimum. So I'm going to start by adding Bogart Trawler. Reanimate. That's already in. I couldn't recognize the... Okay, so... Viscerous here. You already have a Curse of Marauder, but let's add Flesh Bag. Plague Crafter. Right, each player sacrifices a creature. This triggers Karma a bunch. Feels pretty good. I'm gonna add Tree of Perdition as a backup to the walls. Right, exchanges target life exchanges toughness with target opponent's life total. I'm gonna argue Lightning Greaves is good here. Because not only can we give Carmen haste with Lightning Greaves, we can also give the tree haste and then tap it immediately. That's why I like Lightning Greaves here, is because the haste matters a lot, actually. We can then go something like Marvin. Marvin, Murderous Mimic. It has all activated abilities of creatures you control that don't have the same name as Marvin. Like, for instance, Tree of Perdition. So you can set an opponent's life total to 2 and Marvin's life or toughness to 40. Catapult Buddies. So Catapult Fodder is a 1/5 for 3 mana. And at the beginning of combat every turn, if you control 3 or more creatures that have toughness greater than their power, you transform Catapult Fodder into Catapult Captain, which allows you to pay 2 and a black to sacrifice another creature to have target opponent lose life equal to the sacrificed creature's toughness. So keep in mind, guys, we're in bracket 2. We're in bracket 2. We're allowed to do slow, clunky shit like this. So you play Catapult Fodder. You play not Holly, fuck. So like the thing is, we need a lot more creatures with higher toughness, like get more. And if I write, I go to view details. So if you go to Scryfall, Oh, there isn't a thing that's like toughness greater than power. I think you can just do T is greater than P, right? Tough greater than power. The legal thing you can search. Yes, it is. Port MVO sacrifice. Agatha's Soul Cauldron with Tree of Perdition's totally fine. It's definitely a good angle. But yeah, here we're sorting for every creature with toughness greater than their power. Like Scornblade Berserker is pretty okay. Ailey. Although Ailey gains life equal to power. No, equal to toughness. Okay, great. Ailey's perfect. Wait, do we want to put Ailey in the command zone? Gain 30 fucking life off the walls of bossing, say? I'm game. Sounds good. Let's do Ailey. Okay, now I'm a lot less in on the Fleshbag Marauders. Like, a Cursed Marauder can stay because it's just good removal. But, like, Fleshbag out, Plague Crafter out, Harmon out. And then now we can go life gain. So you get, like, Veto, Thorn of the Duskrose. Right, and now you have so many more ways to combo with the Walls of Bossing, say. Children of Corliss. Thank you, Vegan Wiener, for the deck review. I had Ratchet in at one point. Ratchet is slow. The Children of Corliss, Esper Sentinel, Carrion Feeder, Viscera Seer, Scornblade Berserker. You know what that means? It's Starfield Shepherd time. Honestly, I don't even know if we need any of the ramp. We need Lightning Greaves, that's it. Okay. So, here's the thought. 1 mana, reanimate Walls of Bossing, say. Enters, 30. You sack it to Ailey. You gain 30 life. Veto goes, oh, you gain 30 life? Deal 30 damage to an opponent of your choice. Get Veto. Sorin of House Markov. Okay, Alenda sucks, and here's why. I'm going to break it down for you. Alenda reeks because she cares about quantity of life gain triggers, not quality of life gain triggers. She wants a bunch of Soul Wardens in play. This is not a Soul Warden deck. This is a gain 30 life all at once deck. Yeah, Slumbering Walker. Pretty good recommendation. Yeah, power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Nice. Yeah, Michael Sarah Palin's pretty nice. Ephemerate. Ephemerate. Exile target creature you control to return it. Without Carmen in the command zone, do you need animated spells, right? Yeah. That's what we're adding. Grim Servant, again. Grim Servant is a value chain with Ephemerate. You can go Grim Servant, get Ephemerate, Ephemerate Grim Servant. Grim Servant gets Reanimate or Buried Alive or Entomb, whatever you need. Right, like this, Grim Servant's a 1-card combo because you get Ephemerate, get Entomb, you get Reanimate, and then suddenly you gain 30 life in a single turn with Alien. Very good. Grim Servant also, Ephemerate also allows you to combo with Walls of Bossing Say. Because if you have Jaws of Defeat in play, you go Walls of Bossing Say, you lose 30. Ephemerate the Walls of Bossing Say, you lose 30. Upkeep, next opponent loses 30. Persist. Why would we add Persist to this deck, Nom? Please. Walls of Bossing Say is legendary. Tree Perdition is for some reason not legendary, but everything, what we want to reanimate most is legendary. Why are we adding Persist? Does Archive fit now or no? Or since it's doubling life gain? No. I don't like Archive doubling life gain. That's not the point. You're already killing someone, doming them for 30. Sorry to say. Anyway, we're gonna add more life gain triggerers, like enduring tenacity. Vile in. I like the Goryo suggestion quite a bit. Tumors are. I like the Goryo's recommendation quite a bit. The only issue with Goryo's is if like you go walls of bossing say I'm targeting with Goryo's. In response, someone goes kill Ailey, and then you're out of mana. That's really rough because you're gonna lose the walls of bossing say forever. But it is worth thinking about. Dreg return's also an option. It is, but we're not that wide deck. I don't know if I like braids anymore. What else to add? Thinking about my Orzhov reanimation. So I think this is a Sand Scout deck. We have Ephemerate and all that, so. Sand Scouting. It's also just another creature. Oh, no, it isn't. It isn't a 2. Scavenger Grounds in. Jeff. If dead land. Why do we need this? Like, we have some amount of, like, upside gap. I did about. So we Ash Barons. Exhume would also be hilarious. Not sure if good, but hilarious. It is definitely fun. I've not. Oh yeah, I did that. Great, we have. So toughness matters. Let's get the stupid type in. Card that does this. Or am I an idiot? I think there's an enchantment that does. Or is it only creatures with? I think there's one that does it for only creatures flying, and then. Or no, it's on an Archon, this ability for flyers. And then there's Angelic Chorus, which is anything. Great. That's funny. I like funny. I mean, at this point, just run Saw in half. Saw in half the balls of boss thing say gain 15 life for them. You legend rule, but like Jaws of Defeat will trigger once for you. They'll get this off Grim's. Or you can Saw in half an Endurance Tenacity, and then suddenly you have one for each. Celestine is, it's okay. Unhallowed Phalanx. Unhallowed Phalanx is funny. Let's add it. Why not? It's bracket 2. Good old 113 for 5. So now let's add. Putrid Imp. It's important to have some amount of discard, I feel. And I think Putrid Imp's a good one because you can get it off Starfield Shepherd. Bone Shards. Pointed Discussion, which makes a blood token, which then you can discard too. And then Bitter Triumph. Luris and Sarah Paragon to recast Reanimate from the grave. You're going to want to read Luris. Read Luris and read Sarah Paragon for me, and then you can type in my chat again.
could do like Phyrexian Delver. Or Necromancy. Yeah, like Animate Dead would work with them, but like I don't. One of our reanimates working with Luris is like not where I want to be with that card. I feel. Anyway, let's get Necromancy in here. It's just another cheap reanimate. I think we're getting like too in the grind zone where I'm like, I'm just not interested in this card that like is meant to go long when we're in a combo deck. Oracle tag toughness matters. Sure, we can take a peep at this. Why not? Yeah, Dance of the Dead could go in. It's just like kind of ugly, you know? Gonna drop $18 on Mirren. Okay, not impressed. Animate Dead and Dance of the Dead are good. Yeah, Animate Dead's already in. Dance of the Dead, it's just ugly. Once again, I've given my reason for why I don't like Dance of the Dead. It's just because it's like the art's hard as fuck, but it's like there's only an old border printing for $15, and like I don't know if you necessarily need that for that to work. Diamond Valley though, I'm not gonna put Diamond Valley in. Sorry, I'm not putting Diamond Valley. Oh. Okay, out one. Okay, 10 more editions, and then we're set. Yeah, like I cannot stress enough how important Grim Servant is to a reanimator deck like this, because it gets your Entomb, it gets your Reanimate, it gets Ephemerate, it gets like every one drop you ever need. It also gets Discard Outlet. Revelark, I don't like Revelark could be good. Kind of expensive, isn't it? Like 5 mana. You know what I mean? Teach the Queen. The Queen wouldn't be bad. How about Will the Abzan? Vesperlark. Vesperlark reanimates a 1 mana value. No power, 1 or less. Bam. Perfect. Yeah, Vesperlark gets all of these like little idiots back with 1 toughness or 0 power. Oh, that works. You could run Felia. Why not? I'd say tutor since we combo, but bracket restrictions. The only bracket restriction is that like we don't win by like turn like 6 or whatever, right? Like we can have as many tutors as we want, so long as the combo's close. Like Angelic Chorus is a card I wouldn't run in bracket 3, but I'm running. Vesperlark requires a certain flavor of deck to be like, I don't know if it's necessarily. This is funny. I don't necessarily know if we should be doing this versus like a Toxic Deluge with Children of Corliss, right? This song's just kind of quiet. Like Toxic Deluge should probably be our board wipe of choice. Just because we can go like Okay, I'm gonna Starfield Shepherd for Children of Corliss. Here's our children. It's in our hand. And then you play like Enduring Tenacity. And then turn 5, you go Toxic Deluge for my entire life total -1. And here's Children. Sack Children, gain that much life. Enduring Tenacity, which came back after the board wipe. I shoot you. Zuafit. Zuafit is hilarious. Good job. The Osteoharmonist. Graveyard to the battlefield. It's a skeleton. It issues other types and has no abilities. Here's my fucking skeleton wall. The big tutors are game changers and we're in bracket 2, right? Yeah, but like we have 6 slots left now. Like, Entomb isn't a game changer. Buried Alive isn't a game changer. Like, you don't need Demonic Tutor to make your combo deck work. I was thinking like Idyllic. Just like 3 mana, go grab Jaws of Defeat or like an Animate. Bad. I don't know if I want Moonblessed Cleric in this. Feels a little too slow. Ariel, thank you for getting a deck review for next. Is this a Lively Dirge deck? Yeah. It can be used as a Entomb for anything, and then it can get back like an Enduring Tenacity if you wanted to spend 5 mana for it, which is a pretty crucial part of the deck. If you have Felia, why not Thalia's Lancers? You can also get Wall. I like your thinking, but let's change the lens to the Sariema. The Sariema is better when you don't have any non-creatures you want to grab. What's one legendary non-creature we want to grab here? Like Hall of Heliod's Generosity, maybe. So Sariema is better than Thalia's Lance. In that case. Enlighten can go grab the wall. Ah! Game changer. You can't, you know. Ah! Incorrect. Enlighten Tutor is incorrect. You can't run Enlighten. Dude, I hate to be boring, but Night's Whisper is so good. What is the sack a creature tutor for 2 called again? Oh, that's Diabolic Intent. I don't know if that's necessarily good. This is less Aristocrats now and way more Reanimator. Speaking of this being way more Reanimator, maybe you just jam 1 Valgavoth in here as a backup plan. Just go like, okay, and here's the guy. Just in case you can't combo off at all anymore. Or maybe you could go Villas. Or like Avacyn. Like just some big fucking idiot. I'm gonna nominate Valgavoth. And let's get like Pact Weapon in here. Alright, great. I would keep this hand. Okay, maybe we don't need Viscera Seer or Carrion Feeder. At least not Carrion Feeder. I like Viscera Seer in the deck because, like, if you need a sack out, you can start. You have your bounce line here. We could run like an Orzhov Basilica, Third Archway. Like, yeah, no. I do that play all the time in my Orzhov Reanimate deck. I say Iona. Well, bad news, pal. We could do for cards that just like discard a card as a static ability. Why is Bitter Blossom here? That was from when it was still a deck that wasn't held by Ailey. Let's do like let me look at my reanimate. which is also held by Ailey. But I don't have Wall of Bossing say stuff. Elish Norm other machines would work for you. We could just do like Mom. Mom Collective Brutality? Yeah, let's do Mom Collective Brutality. So now you have protection in the 1-drop pool for the Starfield Shepherd. Scourge Familiar is like so much mana though. 5 mana for that. Way past the time where it's like useful. Acid, back, get. There's walls. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Packed Weapon. Equip, discard a card. Oh no, what am I gonna discard? Swing with Ailey. Ailey gets +1/+0. Turn. Ideally. That can go get Animate dead. Let's swing with Ailey first. Grim Servant, lose 4 life, gets +4/+0. Let's just get our land this turn. Arid Archway. Or Orzhov Basilica. So we have our land drop for next turn. Pick up Mirren. Move to discard. Buried Alive. Next turn. Plains. 1, 2, 3. Idyllic Tutor 4. Well, now we get the stupid enchantment. Cause of defeat. It's turn 6. We have 5 lands. So I did play my land drop. Okay, a different idea has hit the brain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Enduring Tenacity. Pass. This turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Idyllic Tutor for. Priest of Fell Rights is definitely fine. Let's get Angelic Core. And then this is the turn you go 1, 2, 3, 5. Angelic Chorus. Ephemerate Grim Servant. You lose 3, but you gain 2 back. And then you go Reanimate. And then you pay a black. And you reanimate Walls of Bossing. You gain 30 life. The walls entering. And then that does 30 damage with Enduring Tenacity. And then 1 floating, you sack it to Ailey. You gain another 30 life. You shoot a different person for swing with Ailey. Life, whatever. Next turn. Wow, you're running Altar's Reap in this. Anyway, Ephemerate occurs before we get Alia, and we can just get dead. Lose 8 for Reanimate, though. Yeah, but yeah, dude, we lose 8, but we gain 60. You want me to track that? Okay, so we net 52 life. My fault. Like, I don't know. Like, call me crazy. I don't think we should have to track the loss of 8 life for Reanimate when we gain 60 for reanimating it. Anyway, let's cut this Altar's Reap. Because they're not really in on sacking anymore. A lot more. I think the only reason why that last game felt a little clunky is because we stumbled on land. Actually, I'm going to cut Valgavoth. It's just too good, I think. I think it's too good and evil. I think instead, what's another like big toughness? you have anything to counteract Grave Hate? Looks like a big weakness deck. Like, reanimate Valgavoth feels fine for bracket 2. I don't know, because I've reanimated Valgavoth really early in bracket 3, and it's been, like, fucking annoying. Valgavoth Terror Eater. Yeah, like, our backup to countering Grave Hate Rain is Valgavoth. This is our backup to Grave Hate. Yeah, but how early can you do it? Turn 2. Like, you turn 1 Esper, turn 1 Mother of Runes. Turn 2, Entomb Reanimate. Ward, sacrifice 3 non-land permanents. Good luck. Also, even when you do, Mother of Runes. I'm going to cut your Swords to Plowshares for a Parting Gust. Nice protection spell, and it's also a flicker for Walls of Bossing Say, which brings it back on the end step, sure, but that's still enough to, like, drain someone out. That is a very mean curve out. I agree. So you can't cut him then. Watch this. Cut him. I think instead, if you wanted to have like a top end finisher that was more fun to interact with, what would that look like? Look at Angels. Angels are always funny. Could do Brazella. That's not fun. Maybe just Avacyn, right? We give everything indestructible. It's a big 8/8 flying beater. Sure, let's do Avacyn. Like, Avacyn is like the size of Valgavoth without all the annoying parts of Valgavoth. Like, she's just hard to interact with, which is fine. Like, I think that's the method. Ancient Stone Idol, that does not kill people. Avacyn kills people. Avacyn has flying. Like, Avacyn's still I think Avacyn's the perfect amount of annoying for bracket 2. Anyway, let's add Priest of Fellrites now. What I like about Priest of Fellrites is it enters, and it's like just a banked reanimate for later. Or you can go Buried Alive for Priest of Fellrites and Walls of Bossing Say. Avacyn and Walls of Bossing Say on the table at the same time is also fucked up. I don't know if you know this, but Avacyn is just indestructible herself. Like, Avacyn herself is just like, she's just indestructible. Anyway, I think this is good to go. They have a little backup plan to the Walls of Bossing Say because it's exiled forever. But you also just have the Avacyn line. And then also, okay, God forbid, the Wall of Bossing Say gets exiled. Do you know what happens? You play Unhallowed Phalanx into your Angelic Chorus. You lose 13 life. Also lose 12 life. Also, I'm sacking it to Ailey. Lose another 13 life. Like, that's just, like, okay. Like, you can still win. Sarah's Emissary's fine. Yeah, that's the end of my assessment for... Anyway, long story short, no, thank you, Tuna, for getting a deck review. Thank you so much. Very cool take on Ailey. I really like this deck a lot. Toughness matters. Orzhov is funny. Would scam effects be too many cooks in the kitchen like Malakir Mire? I would run exactly Malakir Mire if you wanted to run a scam effect. But I wouldn't run any more. Just Malakir Mire, just because it's also a land. Place the swamp with it. Ooh, Ancient Stone Idol being a 12 toughness thing that makes another 12 toughness thing. The thing is that it's mainly built around Jaws of Defeat, Vegan Wiener, which is like the difference between power and toughness, not necessarily just it has a huge toughness. So I don't like that aspect. Because it's mostly a Jaws of Defeat deck, or at least that's what Tuna wanted. Yeah, no, it's all good to assume that that was like a toughness only. Next up is a quick call. Do we have a robot yet? And if not, we're gonna do. Will not be here. Okay, I'm here. G. Astra, are you robot? Because if so, we can do you right now. Wilson app. No, it's more making a goof on the stream title. I always get got by this. Where I'm like, we're doing deck reviews. I always get got by this where it's like, someone joins and just says hi, and it's immediately after I say something like, "Oh, is this person who submitted this deck here?" Also, right, Stormcloak, thank you for Prime sub, guys. Did you know with Prime you can give me money for free? Okay. Anyway, we have Wilson Cultist at the absolute. I will be present. I've been brewing silly bear things for ages and want to make an aggro deck work. Throwing Wilson in the assault suit is hilarious to me. I built a deck to get the bear in the assault suit every game. Right, Stormcloak, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to both Kylo Tommy and Enderlord99. Make sure to thank them. And Witch Puppy, Prime. So, Wilson in the assault suit is hilarious. I built a deck to get in the suit every game. I want to aggro so hard that I skip out on draw. I run a high land count not to miss drops until 5 or 6. No restrictions. I proxy, no budget. I don't really know if aggro can do anything here. Okay, listen. I'm going to break it to you honestly. I think Diabolic Tutor sucks. I know you're trying to get Assault Suit. It's just so much fucking mana. At least Beseech casts the Assault Suit. You know what I mean? Demonic Bargain. You exile it and lose. Oh, thank you. Doomsday. What's your pile? Are you on crack? Are we running Nethergoyf? Not. Why are we doing... Confused me greatly. Yeah, I think you've lost it, quite frankly. Doomsday is for Assault Suit and 4 lands. Of course, why did I think of that? No, naturally. So yeah, I'm going to break it to you softly. You are not a Doomsday deck. Dig Up is a land. You have too many lands. Please heed my call. I think this is what I would do for you. 41 is an amazing amount of lands. And even... What bracket are we in? Hell. How do you get a deck review? So what you're going to want to do, coffee. There's 4 slots left for next Sunday, and Tuesday slots will Tuesday slots will open up during my Tuesday stream. So basically, if you get a deck review slot, it's going to be for next week's stream. If you get a deck review slot now, it's going to be for the first, etc. I don't know if I like the buffing that we have here.
like the growths and all that. I like overprotect because it protects Wilson. That one's kind of funny. I like all these. These are good. We have Raised by Giants in the 99? No, but we should. Raised by Giants. Here's the thing. Does it say commanders you control? No, just commanders you own. Our base power toughness 10-10 are. So that I like. Here's second thought. Assault suit. It doesn't goad the creature. All right, see, we're running all these. Okay, instead of running these token generators that generate a token on death, like Jadars, we need Jadars. So that's going to look like Lord Skitter, Sewer King. It's going to look like Bitter Plume Bearer. We're not on a budget restriction, by the way, chat. Bitter Bloom Bearer is already in. Okay, great. Bitter Blossom then. Bitter Blossom's already in. Okay, great. You have enough token generation, I think. I don't like these things that die into a different thing. Like, I think this is so much card slots for something that really is already covered by the rest of your deck. I like the Blood Gas. The Blood Gas good. Blister Pod, yeah, no. I don't really like most of the rest. Back harassment. Yeah, so this doesn't force attacking. So here's my thought. We run Goat enchantments. And we goad our own commander. So Eye of Nidhogg is hilarious because it makes Wilson into a 4/2. Flying, Death Touch, and Goaded. +1/+1 Death Touch Goaded, which works with Trample. +2/+2 and is Goaded. Must be blocked if able. We just run every single impetus. All right, let's run Grim Servant. Saw in half. Let's run some dorks like Deathrite. Elves of Deep. Delighted Halfling. Birds of Paradise. Eye of Nidhogg goes exactly no keywords to the background, right? I guess Eye of Nidhogg nombos was Raised by Giants, but it's time stamped, right? Like this comes back later. Are there enough fetches to support Deathrite? I imagine there. Because this is a no budget player. We can. You gotta take out Darkboard Pathway. In. Passage. This is fine. Without off-color fetches, I think you're just vastly understating the power of Deathrite. I think Deathrite Shaman's stupid. And I think you're wrong to be doubting. Dawn half in, Grim Servant in, hooray. Duofit's not the best. Yeah, I know, but like we're not fiending for a mana dork on turn 1. Like it's fine if we have one. It's pretty good. There's a reason it's not played in Pioneer. Wow. Yeah, it's legal in Pioneer. Crazy. Yeah, but there's a reason it's banned here. I don't know. Like it's
It's a turn 1 mana dork, but it's also like it has some grave hate utility. It's fine. I think you're thinking too hard. It's commander. All right, so so hmm. Let's do Springheart Antuco. Springheart Antuco is hilarious, especially if you like enchant a Grim Servant with it. And then it gives you sack fodder every turn. You could do the swords. Fire Ice draws you a card, does 2 damage. Ramp. Ramp. Is Fire Ice the only sword worth running? I think it is. Fuck, that's such a bummer. They said in the primer they lack card draw. No. Like, I'd rather, like, suit them up with, like... Does Keen Sense work? Yeah, Keen Sense. Snake Umbra. Nope, that gives it to the creature. Keen Sense works, though. Feast and Famine. You untap your lands on an opponent's turn? Like, no. Like, you need to think about these cards like, I'm getting this 3 times on my opponent's turn and once on my turn. And I just don't know if that's the best. Okay, here's the issue with these is they all say you control. And 1/4 of the time you don't control Assault Suit. On target creature gains indestructible. Like, this is a good one. Shadow Spear, why would you want to give your opponent's lifelink? Like, we are assault suiting Wilson here. Why are we giving him lifelink? What's the thought process here? Wait, don't you keep Assault Suit technically? You do keep Assault Suit. But let's look for things that are like target -0, you control indestructible. Type instant. Yeah, Vampiric Link would be funny. Target creature gains Death Touch and indestructible until end of turn. Collective Resilience. Target creature gains Hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Great. Maximum Overdrive. Permanent. Okay, no, there's nothing that gives anything Hexproof. Great. I think that's what the protection suite like. Yeah, let's add Vampiric Link. It'd be funny. But vows don't force to attack. Why are we doing this? Brain. Fun. With hexproof, can't the person who gets it still shoot it? Yes. The answer is yes. They can still shoot it. However, indestructible, they can't still shoot it. They can sack it, but they can't sack it, actually. Okay, so I don't know. I think we have enough tutors, honestly. Like, I think we can kind of just get there with this quality of tutor as opposed to like the ones we were running before. So I guess the thing is like we want to like add Skull Clamp because we do make a lot of tokens. I want to aggro so hard that I skip out on card draw and ramp. I see. We're not going to add card draw. All right. Let's just add more token generators, I think. So something like let's look at Iara and Farrakha here. Ophiomancer. The OG. Yeah, read the description of the stream, Steel Stiletto. I like Voldaren Pariah. That card's really funny. Farrakha. Like maybe you can run like Insidious, but like Insidious kind of messes up with because you want to kind of cast Wilson on turn 2 every single game. Like maybe Pylon calling like spells. Right, like you have all this token generator. You can abuse it with thing. What about creatures you want to sack to cultists with death triggers instead of just fodder generators? Fodder generations works better with Court of Calling stuff. And I'm gonna even argue like maybe you add like if we live in a game where Assault Suit has been answered. One Jubilation is just like It gives everything trample, and then you kill them with your tokens. So I like fodder generation more because of that. Because you can do like a pivot, like token aggro. Jubilation Notch's Craterhoof. Craterhoof is 8 mana. Okay, we already have like Balaget recovery. Like, I don't know if we need to worry about getting Assault Suit back as much as you seem to imply. 40 lands, by the way. Yeah, like, do you want to tap 8 lands and then play Craterhoof? Like, it's Jubilation will kill people. It's okay. Here, like, it probably had like Growing Rights. Hard cast Craterhoof. Listen, dude, you can play Craterhoof all you want. I don't like Craterhoof. Craterhoof sucks. It is such a snore card. I don't know. Like, I'd rather this be a side plan than like, let's tutor for Craterhoof every single time. Like, it kind of betrays the deck, doesn't it? And it's also just cheaper to cast. It's easier to get off a Chord of Calling. It's easier. Like, it does so much other things. And then we can encore it. We can encore it. You know, like, this is the giant Craterhoof abilities. We encore it. Dinkhole Surveyor, of course. That's a good one. I don't run this in Iara because it makes white tokens. And Iara's racist as shit. She only cares about black things entering. So yeah, I guess you could do like the squirrel guy too, huh? Although that's 6 mana. Blessing of Leeches. Blessing of Leeches is interesting. Are there ores that give indestructible? A Gift of Doom. It's pretty good. Pretty nice. I don't like Deranged Hermit. I think 5 mana is kind of too much. From Eventide, right? Death Touch and all creatures block it. It's not even a black-green creature. What am I thinking? You could run like Lure. Be kind of annoying. Mithril Coat. Oh, it's yeah, Mithril. Mithril Coat. Brotherhood Regalia. I know he has Trample, but just like, let's just not even think about it. Get through, Buster. Kill him. Although, I think maybe Silver Shroud costume's better, right? A creature you control, which you might not do most of the time. Unspeakable Symbol's funny. Yeah. Another 4 cards. Commanders you own. Commander creatures you own. Oh, but your opponents get squirrels too? That's kind of funny. Man, 3 more cards? Anemone. Reverse. Malevolent Rumble. One more. The DC. Go. Target creature gets turn to its owner's hand. What about none that say you control? Nope. Until a target creature. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, great. This is keepable. Draw. Land. Pass. Turn. Wilson. Springheart Nantuko. Forest. Add a token. Insect. We could have played Felder Profane here, I guess. Turn over. Black. Cultist of the Absolute. Swing with a 5/5. Next turn, sack this. Forest. Another insect token. Need the loop now. This is why this is better than a fodder creature. I know it's a green insect without flying, but anyway. 1 black. Demonic Tutor. Search for Assault Suit. And we can tap not like an idiot to do that. And we can go 15 cents on Wilson, swing, draw a card. Next turn, sack the insect, land drop, the insect's back. 4. Here's Assault Suit. Swing with Wilson, draw a card. Second main phase, Deathrite Shaman. Has Vigilance. Pass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pile on your creature. Surveil 2. Let's go Graveyard. Next turn. 1, 2, 3. We sack this insect. Whip Assault Suit. Wilson. Swing. Draw a card. Sack Deathrite. Diabolic. U Library. Verdant. Fetch. Great. We're gonna do like underground. We don't have underground mortuary. Wait. Pass Wilson around. Maybe people attack. Maybe people don't. Bad news for them. It's turn 7, and now they have to attack. One. Our motion to black is Great. Now they have to swing with Wilson. Predatory impetus. And now people are dying. And you also have like a protection spell up for Wilson. Great. I think this is good to go. I don't know about you guys, but looking at that game, I was decently convinced. It's unnecessary, black market connections. Next up is Mazzy. Ordeal of Nylea is not a bad suggestion in Rain. It's just also like, I don't know if it's good. We saw the deck work perfectly fine there. All right, described everything in the primer. Reiterate here. Also, I won't be on stream, which is why the primer is updated. Deck TLDR, land, aura, ramp early, animate with earthbending and similar sources, swing with man lands. With untap effects, we get a second layer of combo. Okay. I don't play Aura Voltron decks, so there may be some simple support cards that I'm overlooking. Otherwise, just consistently moving through the deck and seeing many cards is nice. There's some inevitable weirdness with my main source of creatures being my mana base. Maybe more regular creatures are needed. Potentially too much value / draw. We need more individually good cards that have stuff to draw into. Okay. Well, you don't have Rancor, which is immediately like a red flag. Like, Rancor is so strong and broken. And like, yeah, like it works fine with like it doesn't have synergy with Mazzy, but it's just like really broken. Well, we have one deck after this, and that one deck is not blue either. I'm pretty. Yep, it's a completely Abzan day today, or I guess it's on blue, yeah, because red. Briar Shield. Urgh. I guess he's Saki, you get it back on Mazzy. That just seems so weak, though. At least this one cantrips. Overstating the power of Rancor, but in EDH. So giving trample for 1 mana to your giant fuck off creature. Also, Mazzy lets you cast I know. Nom de Plume, I know. But 1 mana give trample to my 40/40 is so important when my 40/40 doesn't have trample. It's so important. The word trample matters so much. It's unreal. So I'm just not going to take your suggestion. Rancor is needed. Yeah, I guess. You have never gotten trample in your life. It's so important. Yeah, I think Dawn's Reflection should almost always be Overgrowth is 1 mana less. Sure, it only makes green, but 1 mana less is insane. Bearding Wood should be the new Shimmer Wood. Whatever. There's not a better aura that gives it. I'm sorry to say, Nom de Plume. Shimmer Wild. Oh, it's already in. And we already have Wild Growth? You do not have Wild Growth. Why not? That's like one of the best ones. Like, this like gives trample, like, kind of fine. Like, I'm just underwhelmed by like your aura like options here. Like when there's just cheaper options that do it, like Willow Wolfhaven. Wolf Willow Haven. Hi, I'm Kate. Hi, Kate. I don't think I have a Cade today, do I? Okay, this needs all that glitters. We need light pause, right? Uh, It's a very strong word. I definitely think light pause is good. Can you believe light pause is not double white? That shit always throws me for a loop. Yeah, all that glitters needs to be in. Also, ethereal armor. Deck needs Composer of Spring. That's a once again needs a very strong word. I have played so much with Composer of Spring, like probably more than anyone else on the planet. Like I played it for so long in Farrakha, and it's just an okay card. It's not all there. You probably max out the enchantresses. Looks like they have enough. I'm underwhelmed by Rift Sweeper, Eldrazi Displacer. Eldrazi Confluence, I guess. I don't know really. Harmony. Michiko's Reign of Truth is a little mid. We're gonna focus on the land animation aspect of all this, I think. That's the goal. Like Moldavine Cloak, it's Dredge 2. Yeah, we need Scythus if Scythus is broken. Yeah, we can add Armadillo. Destiny's like just more trample in it. Always really nice. Then we already had all the glitter real armor. We're probably getting an ancestral mask in here, huh? Out for mask. I added ethereal armor deck because it wasn't fucking win. Tainted Land has Shroud. So call me crazy. I don't know if you want to fucking do that to your lands that you're trying to enchant hardcore. Let's add form of Oliphelia. A lot of lane KP. Let's do Elvish Reclaimer. Shooter for any land. Perfect hand with one land. Bottom Lazadep. We don't have to bottom anything. Okay, great. Abundant growth. Oh, no, it's just Maya. 2 mana. Lands. Don't have anything to like. Beautiful. Not standard. We're gonna be playing Kazandu Man in our deck. Listen, I'm just gonna give you Winds of I don't know what to say. Winds of Abandon and Mizium Mortar. These are great cards. Yeah, this hand's pretty dope. We just need to find a green sword. I believe. Okay, something horrible's happening. There's fucking Lunarch Mantle in this deck. Okay. Sack this land, put a commander in your hand. I've ruled that colorless lands are impossible to use. I will keep this card because it's it's Blink Moth. It's not even Ink Moth next. Fountain Port out. Polyphilia Generosity. I don't care that it rebuys enchantments. Out. Tunnel. It's unblockable. That one stays. This one can filter into any mana. Urza's Cave. It can tutor a land, but let's get it out of here. It's too slow. Wow, that card sucks. Bad. Bad. Not make colorless work. I have determined. Their list. So there's not a list to see previous deck reviews, Steel Stiletto, but there is like every single VOD on my YouTube channel, and eventually we're gonna get a VOD channel up and running. I don't even know if I like airbending less. Okay, so ID equals type land, port, USD. So you can get a little budget with it. Sacred Foundry, Stomping Ground, Hushwood Verge, Temple Garden, Fire Verge, the Burn Willow. Need more. Firelit Thicket, Firing Vantage, Radiant Summits never tapped, Rockfall Vale, Copperline Gorge, Fulsion Forest, Razorvert Thicket. Hopefully, have to worry about stuff and things. We could also add the ever axe type. He's like passive ability man lands. Whenever this land attacks, you put a counter on a creature. +1/+1. They're attacking. Okay, these all just suck. So we don't have to worry about them. Great. Okay, hear me out. Wait. Don't. Type artifact. Type land. Indestructible. You can run the indestructible land and them on exile. Can keep it. Okay, this is better.
I'm gonna cut Dryad back. We're not a Dryad Arbor deck. This is keep. Draw. Westfield Bridge. Firever. Not gonna work. Brushland. One green. Shimmerwild's Growth on Brushland. Like, I think you also just have way too many tap for it. Like, I don't know if you, like, just run the good one. Eliod's Pilgrim is fine in this deck. I think good's a strong. I don't remember if I have or not. Bodge channel's not live yet, but if you go onto my YouTube channel and click on the live tab, all of the previous deck reviews are there. Well, all of them up to a certain point. Mark Mantle needs. Said Sheltered by Ghost. Funny with. Let's add Pariah. Give you time to kill opponents with. Put this on one of your indestructible lanes. Drop an indestructible off to the right. Speaking of which, Redemption. Piece of removal. Okay, it's in that case, let's get not Battle Master. Fade Blessing. Sound of Drum. Doubles all day. Enchanted Object. Is my audio cutting out? Oh. A lot of indestructible lands in here. What about Cleansing Wildfire Gear? No. All of our ramp is aura based already. We're fine. Draw. Fetch. Draw. Nah. Fetch 4. Next turn. Sacred Foundry. Turn. Rockfall Veil 1, 2, 3. Mutable. One, 3. Overgrowth. 1, 2, 3. Fertile Ground. Next turn. Shimmerwild. 1, 2. Wild's Growth. So this will tap for red, white, green, green. Or I guess we just need red and white. Red, white, Nazi. Floating white. Bridge. Alright, I've noticed a distinct lack of ways to get this online. There we go. That's a 4. Except for 1, 2, or 5. And a Ollie's favorite. And Angle Span Lookout. Draw a card from the draw a card off on Vital Growth. And we now have an indestructible object. 5. We do run Sage's Reverie. Scythus. Unbridled Growth. Stack Unbridled Growth. Draw 3 cards. Destiny. Draw a card. Tranquil Garden. Green. Their Ancestral Recall, please. Swing our I really fire, or fire rather. +1/+1. It's a 5/3. Yeah. What about Genju? Called right? Yeah. Oh, but you have to pay mana to and make them alive. That is a little awkward. And five. I don't know if I like Preston Garvey. Tapper. Bracket. I don't know. They didn't say, but I would have to guess around. So let's up and I'm right. There's an enchantment that Earth honestly, Badger will come. That could be. Spender essentially. Spend 2. Library for basically battlefield tapped. So definitely run that. Spend X where X lands have double strike. Holy. That Toph is crazy. All right, let's cut a. Cut the thing. This hand's really good. You're really spoiled for choice. Land enchant. Also, if you like Rustfield Bridge turn. Next turn. Over the Burn Willows, Destiny Spell. Right, this is a land that would not have fixed our mana, by the way, before I changed Tunnel. Heliod's Pilgrim. Type Aura. Let's get our best one. White creature Defender. Why would we ever make it a each creature? Including the one that rough. Crackling Emerge? Crackling Emerge. That seems like let's do 1 red. Rustville Bridge is now our beautiful champion. Beetle Spires. Pass. Somehow make a land. Have Invidic. I think that's a lot of work. Guardian Zendikar out. Let's add the thing that we harmonious. Because at least this thing can attack. Let's get Firing Vantage, Wild Growth, Destiny's Wild's Growth. Honestly, in that case, just that, and then Algavot's Lair. My mic is cutting out. Hello? I'm not talking. Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking. So it was just freaking out for no reason. I was not talking. I think it was picking up this my headphones. I was not talking that entire time. Everything is fine. 3, 4. Azzy, I guess. Okay, thank God. Idle on a Blossom's Draw. Dink. Rancor, draw a card. One, two. Do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Animate Forest. Swing. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6. Not bad. Okay. Let's add one more kind of aggressive aura over the aura I just cut, which is a little bit mid. And we'll be there. There's a lot of really broken white auras, right? Is legendary gets +1/+1 has flying, life link, and vigilance? Sure. Okay, I think this is good to go. It's definitely, at the bare minimum, way better than it started. All right. Do we have robot here? Calling out to robot. Because it says I will be present, and then you're not here. So, because I don't like to do it unless I have like express permission like these last two to do it without the person here. All right, it doesn't seem like we have a robot. So YouTube, that's going to do it for us. Read the description down below to see how to get your deck reviewed for next week. We have 3 slots available, I believe, for next Sunday. As for Twitch,